Today's somewhat of a sad day, honestly, for me because um, I've had to really get real with myself and recognize that I cannot do long hours anymore. And it's all of that, right? It's all of the things, and that's why I sincerely do love Keller Williams. Like, really, it's all of those things that I have just felt that my birth story has been upon, you know. Before having my son, I feel like for the first half of my life, I was always just taking care of other people. I was always just making sure everyone was okay, everyone was good. As, middle child, only daughter, sandwich in between boys, it was really about taking care of others. I was right from literally when I was 9 years old, where I was told I've become the second mom in the home. And then the first mom is at work, and you step into first mom duties before you even recognize who you fully are. So with having my son, I felt like I was put in a position to witness, feel, and experience the compassion, kindness, of people I've never even met, people that I have met, people I've known from boarding school days in Nigeria to someone who I met at work here in America. So in the foundation of my business, when I look at that, is to really say, wow, I'm grateful that I saw a pivot. I'm grateful for this country that there is other option. There is an out, or there is a way. If you're willing to do the work, there is a way. You tap into that strength of God first and foremost. And I'm grateful that in this second half of my life, in truly recognizing who I am and where I am, to say I cannot operate within a structural place in practicing nursing. Outside of even healthcare, because a lot of us, sadly, are perishing within titles and roles, losing empathy within positions. And we need to be careful with that. I know too oftentimes we're slapped with a camera, a phone, a device in our face, and we forget that there's a person on the other side of when we take all these devices away. I'm just in a position now where I've just recognized that outside of calling myself a nurse, outside of calling myself a realtor, outside of all these titles and positions, all these hats, that I have to first understand that we all need to try our best to be a walking ministry. A walking ministry of just showing up in sincerity for one another. Like, it's not about title, it's not about accolades. We have to be a walking ministry. Ministry of love, ministry of kindness. And in this Thanksgiving era, just ministry of gratitude, and see the little guys, see the small people. Thank the workers, thank God, thank yourself. You've brought yourself through 2025 that has felt like one blow after the other. It's like you're just trying to recover from one catastrophic event, and we're minimizing how these events are becoming more and more catastrophic, and we're getting desensitized that we should not be able to just watch someone die and scroll past it. Like, ugh. And coming from healthcare, it's like, well, I even need to step back, and when you connect with a person, and you have to just say, oh yeah, that person passed. And one of the best things that I loved about my most recent job at AHRS was that they did have someone who came in to speak about healthcare grief. And I respect it and I appreciate that. And it's to step back and say, I cannot carry on that grief of connecting with people in that capacity. I cannot, the grief of getting short with someone that I know I need to love upon and show up for and come home, and the grief of not being able to pour it all into being a mom. And the best book that I've read on what that weird grief is by Pauline Boss, called Ambiguous Loss. Because when I had to grieve the normalcy of what parenting would look like, when my therapist, who showed up as my Elijah, who said, what is in your hand? What is with you? What can you do? I can sew, I can be colorful, I can love, I can play with him, I can do all of that, then do that. But still hold space for what that grief is. So as I step away from healthcare and stand in the fullness of wanting to face entrepreneurship as a realtor, as a person building her life by design, literally and figuratively, I do hope that you stand in and have faith in me, faith with me, in being your realtor, in being a person who is navigating, who has navigated so many of the transitions within 2020 to 2025. Got married, bought an investment property, sold an investment property, bought another one, sold another one, divorced, got an apartment, now building her credit and life back up, starting all over. But all of this is absolutely what I stand on and why I want you to choose me in being your realtor. Not lip talk, not lip service. And I will connect with people who I've worked with in the past who can give a testimonial. But outside of it, it's to know we're coming full. May our cup runneth over. Running in full. In full. Call me.